YouTube. So I recently did a Tough Mudder, and if you don't know what that is, it's a mud obstacle challenge. And it's like in every city is 10 to 12 miles. It's not a race, but it's running and it's a challenge. And you do like, you run the amount of miles, and during the whole course, it's like obstacle courses, like military style obstacle courses. So me and my friends recently did it this weekend, so I'm going to do a review on it. Okay, so first things first, I did the Tough Mudder in Atlanta. What we did was, because if you notice, the prices are expensive. Like, it's like $180 if you do an advance and like stuff like that. So what we did was we volunteered on Saturday to run for $20 Sunday. So we volunteered from like 8 to 7:30 p.m. and we got our little volunteer hours and community service hours in, which we had to do anyway for school. Then we ran on Sunday for just $20. So first of all, I recommend that because like $180 versus $20, huge difference. So I recommend that first of all. Me and my friends, we didn't really prepare that much. Like, I did aerobics every other day, and I ran a couple times at school and stuff. But I would say prepare, because it was so tough. Like, really train and prepared. We finished, but it was tough. Really prepare and train. We went to Target. We got our dry fit shirts. Make sure you get dry fit shirts. Please make sure you get dry fit shirts, because when you are running, you do not need to like have a shirt on that doesn't dry, because that is the most annoying thing running muddy and wet. I also had dry fit capris pants from Ross. And then for shoes, I read on stuff, it said like people suggest minimalist shoes or stuff like that, or those toe shoes. But I just got regular shoes from Target for $12. And let's just say I understand why people recommend it, because your feet get very, 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 very muddy. Like, very, very muddy. Like, so I recommend you do that. But the shoes were, those special type shoes are a little bit more expensive, and I already had to pay a lot just for my gear. And I would suggest just a sports bra or whatever for girls. Also for socks, I would get compression socks, but not low cut, because I got low cut compression socks, and the day that I started running, I had to take my socks off, because you know how sometimes low cut socks like start to go under like beneath your foot. It was so uncomfortable for me. I had to take them off, and near the end of the race, my feet started bleeding. Like, my ankles were bleeding. I still have the cuts on my feet. Like, by the 8th mile or something, my ankles were like bleeding. So next year I'm gonna get those long socks that come up. Sunday, we got there earlier than our race wait time, because when you're coming in, it is a lot of traffic. Like, it's more than 1,000 people out here, so you have to keep that in mind. There's gonna be a lot of traffic. So when we first get there, you check in, you get your number. I would pin my number in front, because when you want all your pictures in the end, like, that's how they see you the most. So you're just ready. And at this point, I was feeling really, really, really nervous, because everybody there looked like they had trained really hard. And I know that I didn't really train that much, and I know my friends didn't really train that much either. So we were really nervous. And the first thing we did was we found 2 guys that we had volunteered with the day before. We found them on race day, and we was like, what wave time are y'all going? Because we want to go the same time as them. Now, girls, this is very important. You need to find, if you just come with all girls, you need to find guys to kind of link up with, because you are going to need help. Like, on those obstacle courses, pretty much like 80% we needed help, because it's a lot of arm strength, like upper body strength. If you don't have it, you're gonna need help getting lift over stuff. And that's pretty much what everybody does there. Like, everybody helps you in Tough Mudder anyway. Like, it's just like what's it, an unstated rule. Like, everybody helps you there. Once we found the people that we were gonna like stick with and run with, you go to the start area and they give you, like, you say the national anthem, you pray, and you climb up like a wall already starting off. And I was able to get over it, but my friends weren't. So we were like, oh Lord, like, this is gonna be crazy. So, but you, and they ump you up, you go like, hoorah, hoorah. Like you're just all hype and stuff. So, yeah. So, let's start with the race. So, we're running, and the first obstacle, okay, between every obstacle is about 1.5 miles apart, or yeah, so you're at least running half a mile before you get to the obstacle. Now, when you're running, you have these kind of the actual obstacles, and then you have your nature obstacles. And nature obstacles, I mean, like, it's like holes in the ground, it's random lakes, it's like random stuff that's just a part of nature that you have to conquer. So I don't remember exactly every single one of those, but just keep in mind when you're running, it's a lot of unplanned obstacles in the race already as it is. And also, when I'm talking about the real obstacles, I'm going to say the name of each one. So Google the obstacles, you can YouTube them, and you can go online. They have tips there too. The first one was warrior carry. It's when whoever you're with, or a random person, whoever, they carry you like 50 yards, I think it is, and then you guys switch. So the next obstacle was glory blades. So basically it's just getting over the walls. The next obstacle is funky monkey. Now, funky monkey is just monkey bars, and if you fall in 5 feet of water. Now, before Tough Mudder, I told myself at school, practice on the monkey bars, practice on the monkey bars, practice on the monkey bars. But I never did. So I knew I was gonna fall. So, but as long as you try every obstacle, because first of all, you can skip obstacles you want, but who wants to do that while you're here? So I was like, I'm gonna at least try the obstacles. So I tried Funky Monkey, I made it to the third bar, and I fell in the water. Next was the cliffhanger. Now, that was like really scary because it's a huge mountain, and basically you run up the mountain halfway, and then you grab onto the rope and then you climb up it. Now, I was really scared because usually, you know, like when you climb mountains, you have like a harness or something. This is just you, and this is why you sign your waivers, guys, because if you fall off, you're pretty much dead. So like it was really scary. And halfway running up the mountain, I looked down and I almost started crying. Like, I was like, this is crazy. Like, it was just insane. The next obstacle was trench warfare, and basically you just go under a tunnel and you crawl. That was pretty easy. You just crawl through there. The next obstacle course was mud mound. And keep in mind, these obstacle courses aren't back to back to back. It's right in between them. So anyway, mud mound. So basically, you're going up these like humps, like they're like humps, and it's full of mud. Like when you fall, there's mud in there. When you're going up, there's mud in there. When you're going down, there's mud in there, and it's so slippery that it's hard to get over the hump. So you might need like lifts over. Like I was getting lifted over the mud, and I would like almost fall in the mud pile like head first. Like it was really crazy, but it was one of the funnest ones because it was so muddy. Like it was really fun. The next obstacle was walk the plank. Now I couldn't do this one because I can't swim without goggles, so it was a danger to me because I would drown in the water, or the lifeguard would have to come get me. But my friend did it, and so obviously it's just easy. It's called walk the plank. All you do is walk the plank and you jump in 12 feet of water. The obstacle after that was called balls to the wall. Now, this was a hard one for me because this was like on the 8th mile, and I was already really tired as it is. Like, I was like really weak, and these are when my ankles started to hurt, so I was really weak. Because remember, I didn't have no socks on the whole race, so my ankles were really weak. So, balls to the wall, basically, you just hold the rope and you climb over the wall. And at first I got like halfway and I came back down. I was like, I can't do this. But then everybody like cheers you on and Tough Mudder. Like everybody is, which is amazing to me. Everybody is so helpful. Nobody lets you quit anything. Everybody's just like so inspiring, and they really want you to get through it. So I was like, okay, I gotta get back over there because this way my friends went over it. So I was like, okay, I gotta get back up there. So I did it and I got over the wall and stuff. The next obstacle was Berlin Walls, and it's basically like it was a couple Berlin Walls in this whole thing because um basically Berlin Walls is like a wall with nothing on it to help you get up. You kind of just gotta climb over it. It's not slanted. It's just a straight up wall, and you gotta use your upper body strength to get up it. So of course the boys were helping us get over it. Then the next obstacle was the hardest obstacle on this course, and it's called Arctic Enema. Now, this is when you jump in 30 degrees water, freezing ice water with literally ice in the water. And you jump in the water. Not only do you have to jump in the water, you have to, once you jump in, you have to walk a little bit up inside the water to the board. And you have to go underneath the board, and you have to come back on the outside. You have to go underneath the ice freezing water, and then you have to come back and you have to get out. My advice to you is jump as close to the board as you can. They say don't jump, but I jumped because that was like nothing to play with. That water was freezing cold. When you first touch that water, it feels like somebody punched you in the back. Like literally, it feels like somebody punched the crap out of me in my back. We went under and then we came up, and then we just ran out, and like we were just like our adrenaline was just like, it was crazy. Like that was the hardest obstacle there. The last obstacle was the electroshock therapy. That was crazy. This wasn't worse than that cold water. I'd rather get shocked any day than go in that cold water. They describe electroshock therapy just like getting stung by a jellyfish. My advice to you is don't go holding hands. They told us to hold hands because it was a great picture. But you know what? That's a bad idea because if you get shocked, your friends get shocked too. So we started off holding hands, and I have video of this too. Like it's crazy. We started off holding hands, and then we ran through. I would run through too, just to get away, not crawl, because you're gonna fall or something's gonna happen. You're just gonna hit. So we ran through. Then I got shocked in my hand. I let go of their hand so fast, and I just ran through. So I only ended up getting shocked 2 times. But a lot of people would try to go slow, end up getting shocked 5 times. And then you run, and you get your headband. You get this headband, Tough Mudder 2014, and then you get these cool shirts, Tough Mudder Finisher. I can't wait to do this next year, and next year we're gonna have like a huge team that we do it with. I hope this video helps, and I just hope this was like a great video for you guys, because I know on Tough Mudder videos it's like a lot of men do videos, and like I just want to give you guys like a girl's perspective. And like Tough Mudder says, we didn't say it was going to be easy, but we said it would be worth it. Tough Mudder's website in the description. Comment any questions and like this video, and please subscribe for more. Bye guys.